Fine and great here. Let me pull up the game. We are going to be continuing our adventure in the upcoming Embark game here, which is, if you didn't see the first episode on the YouTube channel, it is a sort of a colony management game in the spirits of RimWorld, which is one of my favorites to display on the channel. So we're going to go ahead and just load up a couple. I don't know. I had an incident yesterday where I was recording the episode. Whoop, let's pause it. I was recording the episode, and sure enough, the power went out, which is funny because yesterday the power was fine. Like the weather was fine in where I'm at. We had a couple of nasty storms a few days ago, and the power remained on. But last night, about right before I was about to cut the video for Embark, the power just completely failed on me, and I lost that recording. So that sucked. But aside from that, we got it recorded later. But now I have a battery backup that has been sitting around not hooked up forever. And now, after last night, I was like, you know what? I'm going to set that up for once. All right. Anywho, welcome. We are going to continue our trek through Embark here, which, let me refresh my memory on where we're at. We started building below ground, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, I think I need to... something's kind of off here. Let me start the game up. There we go. Apparently it just needed to refresh or actually finish loading in the scenery here because something was off. Hello, Reminos. Just saw that message. All right, we are... Well, why are you guys doing that? I was going to say, I thought I had set this to be priority. Yeah, these... Okay, they should be mining this area out because we are going to be putting in a basic workshop of carpenters, for carpenters, I think. So, like I said in episode 1, I did go through the tutorial. It did sort of show, sort of get the ball rolling a little bit. So I would definitely encourage everyone to go through it. But it is minimal. It is a minimal tutorial. Gotta remember E and Q to rotate. There we go. Let's put you down there. I'm gonna actually turn my volume down just a bit. And please let me know in the chat if the sound and or of the computer or my mic is either too loud or not good or something's going on a little bit. All right, so we've got that down. I don't think, do we have enough material for it? Question is, do I have somebody building? I guess, Teak, you are my carpenter. Everybody's sleeping down here, but we don't actually have beds yet, which is kind of a bummer. Let's go up to speed 3 here. But yeah, we have a lot of wood here, so I don't need to actually chop any more. You guys should be doing what you do. Alright, this is getting built now, which means we're going to be able to actually build planks, which I think we'll need for other things. Does the craftsman workshop just need 6 logs? About the research, yeah, another 6 logs there, which we'll get to here in a little bit. As soon as this area gets cleared out, we're going to go for some research, because in the research tree we have a couple things. So the tutorial, I'm basically going to follow along with what the tutorial originally had me do, which was get the basic furniture up and running, because that gives us some beds, as well as double beds. And from there, it sort of just let me go as is. And I went into, I believe, I kicked out a lot of the 5-level research bits here. So we'll cross that bridge when we need to here. All right, so our other area here is finished. I'm going to go ahead and rotate you, try to get you against the wall there for the research bit. I'm going to hit G to escape to get out of there, and then G to actually get our digging area done. I want to actually go up a little bit more up this way. Feel like I have a huge bright light in my eye. There we go. All right, now we need some bedrooms. So I'm going to actually just do another one of these. In my test game, I did 3x3 bedrooms, and I think they had some cramping issues. So I think we're going to hold off on doing, I think we're going to expand it out and just do sort of 4x4 and see what their moods are regarding that. Amadeus, it cannot access halls. Workers can only walk up or down. Where is this? Cannot access. All right, where are you at, Amadeus? Did you get yourself stuck somewhere? No. I don't know. We'll just have to come back to that, I guess. All right, so we are working on that. We've got our research, so let's go ahead and set that up. I want basic furniture here. Research. Close out. Now, who do we have researching? I don't think we have anybody. Nawaf, what are you? You're high smelter, but we're not really worried about that. Oh, right, you are our miner. And I kind of want you to do that. But it looks like Big Al, you haven't actually been assigned anything just yet. So I'm going to go ahead and have you research. And again, I'm not sure how to reset their situation here. Limestone, items. I don't know. We'll have to deal with it as it comes. Research completed. Well, that was quick. So now we can actually build bedrooms. Or not bedrooms, beds. Where are we going to go next? Diplomacy, loom, basic weapons. I thought the weapons was probably good. But no, I'm actually going to go to stone crafting because I would like a couple more picks and hatchets and hoes for the future. But while that's going on, let's return to the surface here and see about actually getting some food going. So in the tutorial, it talked about harvesting plants and how harvesting plants will get you seeds, which you can then plant and grow. Sadly, we're really far away from a lot of this stuff, which is kind of unfortunate. But I'm going to go ahead and set up a job to just harvest these things. And then from there, do we have a stockpile for seeds? Are you a seed stockpile? No, you're for soil. So let's go ahead and get some seeds going on here. Right there, seeds. And I'm going to go ahead and just create a little stockpile right there and be good to go. I do want to create a garden, place farm here. Forest mushroom. I guess we only have one. Okay. Well, let's put the, you know what, I'm going to pause it. Maybe. Not sure why my button's all screwed up there. I'll have to check the key bindings. Let's go ahead and put the farm over here. I don't know how big. I just sort of like eyeballed it last time. We're going to go with something like that. Let's go a little bit bigger. There. That should work. And then I am going to put the stockpile of seeds over here. I'm actually going to keep the other one, but just make this one a higher priority, I think. Let's put you sort of like right there for now. I think that's going to be okay. All right, so that's going on. Go full speed ahead here. Jobs, who is our planter, farmer? Looks like Big Al. All right, well, Big Al, let's put you at a 6 for farming and sure, 5 for research right here. That's going to be fine. Research complete. Excellent. So you should go and plant crops now. By the looks of it, you are. Okay, here we go. We've got some seeds. What are these? Breadfruit. Just out of curiosity. Ah, there we go. So we can plant, apparently we can plant forest mushrooms without any seeds. But now we got some fruit to plant as well. I'm wondering if I should separate these out. You know what, let's do some comparisons here. I'm just going to place another farm, say, over here. And just have this be breadfruit. Just to see if this is going to work for us. Or maybe not. Alright, whatever. Just go with forest mushroom and breadfruit. I'm wondering if it will prioritize the seeds now that we have them. Hopefully. We need some research. Yeah, go for basic tools. That's going to be okay. Alright, so now we need to make some planks, I believe. Because I would like to get some stairs going down into our hovel here. So I want to maintain a quantity of 10 stacks or 10 planks here. So just do maintain stock. That way our carpenter can take some of these logs and turn them into planks. That's going to be fine. Carpenter is teak. All right, well, that's fine. We'll see how that works out. Full speed. So they are all doing that. Can I get, like, an overview for this? I don't think so. Plants 4 out of 100. But that's really a lot of plants. I don't know if we can actually support that. Meh. I'm sure it's going to be okay. All right, let's return to our downstairs area. Now that we actually have some rooms, I suppose, we can start putting in the furniture. I'm going to do a bedroom. So this is what I was saying, leaving two widths here, because the furniture is actually requiring both up and below blocks here. So we're going to put this right here. Excuse me. And then we're going to go over here and drop that right there. So that's only 2. We have 5. Yeah, we need to get 5 more. And yeah, this is kind of annoying that we actually have a little alcove here that's outside of our depth. But we'll probably just move and go this way from now on. In fact, I'm going to swing the camera around. And we're actually going to just peel off and go this way. Make a little hallway there, and then we're going to go with a bit of another bedroom right there. And just keep on moving out like this. And that will be, well, we need one more. We can do it sort of over here. Although, do I want to... Actually, I think I'm going to make another hallway going this way. Yeah, I like that. All right, you're going to go there, and then you're going to make another bedroom right there. I'm not going to have them actually do this yet, just putting that down as a placeholder for the time being. All right, let's go. Speed 3. Let me just check something real quick, because my pause button seems to have been... No, it's still set to space. Zoom to next alert. Well, that would probably be what's going on here. All right, we are going to do backspace. No, back quote. Backspace? The heck's a back quote? I'm blanking. That's that. This? There we go. I was like, where the heck is it? All right, back quote there. Backspace is fine. We're going to take this and make it a space, and that's it. I just want my pause to be space. That's what I'm used to. All right, so that should hopefully solve our issue with the clock here. All right, how are we doing on plants? We're only at 6. Ugh. Can I tell which ones have been planted and which ones haven't? Doesn't look like it. Sleeping on the floor. Dig this for plant fiber. Okay, there's one. Does it tell me which forest mushroom? Okay. We are going... I'm going to take this away. that way. And that way. And just take away all of these, actually. Because I want to actually do a little bit better of a job as to setting these up. Place farm, research completed. That's okay. I want breadfruit. Just make little bits here and there. I think that's going to be fine, as opposed to that huge thing. I didn't realize how much it was going to take them to do that. All right, we'll go with that. I think that's going to be fine. In terms of harvesting plants, do we have anything? Did we get all this? Apparently not. What about our jobs? Crafters, woodcutting, cook, herbalist. Oh, well, herbalism is way down there. All right, Big Al, you are the herbalist, apparently. Let's have you go max out on your herbalism here. Nawaf is our miner. I'm going to keep that going. And Teak, what are you doing right now? You're carpentry. All right, well, if we need carpentry, you do that. Otherwise, do herbalism so you can go around and pick those things up. And I think that's going to be just fine. All right, how are you doing? Okay, good. How's our interior? All right, we got 2 beds. Excellent. Now, if I come back out here, and I look around here, right now we're going up and down, but I can do miscellaneous. Was it miscellaneous or under furniture? I thought it was ladders were under here, unless ladders are a tech. You know what? Ladders might be a tech. Wooden wall unlocks chair. Javelin, we've got that. Spear, bower. Unlocks windows. I don't think we really need the loom. Let's just get diplomacy. Yeah, I don't see ladder. Basic workshops. We got a kitchen now. Oh, right. We should probably plop that down somewhere. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to put that over here. I don't think I can fit that in anywhere, can I? I can fit it in someone's bedroom. Do we want to do that? I think so. Sure. Because that's going to be important to get those meals up and running. I say it, and now I kind of regret doing that. But I can't cancel that easily. I have to actually, I believe, come in here, remove building right there. And then what we'll do is we'll probably create another area. I might just cancel these for right now. There and there. And just do something like this. And then this will be the kitchen. We'll prioritize this area here. I'm going to just throw this in so I remember that that's going to be a hallway. We'll be fine with that. All right, so someone's got the bedroom. And as far as I can tell, there's no way to move these beds. We can demolish them, and that's what I did in my test game, but I wasn't really paying attention. I should have probably paid attention because we might be refunded all the materials. I don't know. But yeah, it's a bit a shame that I can't actually just relocate these beds. Otherwise, I'd probably build. I mean, we could probably build them. They only need 2 planks. So, all right. You know what? Let's go ahead and see if we can get everybody in a bed at some point here. Go there. That's 4. And just go right there. I take that back. We actually have another bedroom somewhere up here. Right there. Alright, excellent. So then we'll get the kitchen down. I don't even know. Where is our food stockpiles? Does this give us anything? We got 22 edible crops. We got 23 food. And we've got 90-degree weather. Ooh, quite hot, actually. Alright, let's pop back out to the surface, see how this is going. Teak, where are you going, buddy? You're going to get more plants over here. Do we really need this many? I wonder if I can just halt that. Well, no, because we are planting quite a bit here. We don't have any more seeds over here, so that's... Oh, boy. A wild animal has gone berserk. Oh, boy. Where's the animal? And can I, like, do something about that? I think... Oh, right there. Attacking. Who are you attacking? It's just a bird. We don't actually have any weapons. Man, you are so far away. Alright, well, you are attacking from far away. Holy crap. And you were going after, what, teak? Apparently. Can I, like, help? I guess not. Where is the, I'll just have to, I guess, wait. Because I guess we could go to hunt here. Alright. Well, can I... Yeah, this bird. Are you actually moving? Oh, you are moving really slow. Are you the one that's actually attacking? Oh my gosh. Let's go ahead and see if we can hunt you. There we go. Sure. Jobs. Let's go with hunting. Bower. Nah. I guess boss of this gym, you are our hunter here. Let's drop the wood cutting down to 6 and put you at a hunting of 6 here. Are you sleeping? Probably sleeping. No, you're not. You're doing this. You're hauling. Alright, let's speed up the game, see how this is. But boy, that's gonna take that bird a long freaking time to get here. What are you picking up? Anyway. Has made a breakthrough. You now have access to diplomacy. Lovely. Probably could use some weapons. Basic weapons. Let's do that. Alright, let me go back underground and see what we've got. Alright, so we have another room open up. So we're going to go ahead and put a basic workshop. We want a kitchen. Let's get the kitchen down, say, right here. And I might put in another entryway over here since right above us is the farm, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, it's right here. So I think I'm going to want an entrance over here. So probably do that. What else don't we have? We need a mason's. I mean, we need all of these probably. Crafter's workbench. What can we make from you? For making simple items and walls, masonry, blocks, and stone walls. Okay, I'm tempted to make these outside actually. Just use the downstairs for what we currently have as well as bedrooms. Alright, which way do we want to go? Let's go ahead and grab you and just give you back. Oops. Let me turn this around. It's a little easier to tell. Alright, this was going to be a hallway. This was going to be the actual bedroom and or work area. So let's just get that queued up and that should be fine. You are going to queue up right there. And we'll try to make do with this as we can. Now, I could expand one of these rooms. Like, say I expanded this one to add additional items. And I think that's actually a good idea. So I'm going to make this a little bigger. And honestly, we might as well make this a little bigger as well. And then we could probably put more workshops in here. And that would be fine. How are we doing in terms of, like, this attacking bird? Has he even made it to us yet? Apparently not. Okay, you're attacking. Do you have anything to actually attack? I don't know, you seem to be glitching out a little bit. Alright, there you go. I'm very curious. Boss, you might not make it. This bird looks kind of vicious. He's really moving slowly, though. Alright, we're getting there. Do you actually have a weapon? You do have a hatchet. Alright, you might not die. Boss is under attack. Okay. There we go. Whack the bird. I assume you were successful. Good job. Well done. Can we actually do anything for this? I'm not sure if we need... Does the kitchen allow for butchering, by any chance? I don't know. It doesn't show here. Alright, well, that's, I guess, fine. Do I have a stockpile for, like, dead carcasses? Yeah, corpses. Alright, well, let's throw that down, say, like, right here. And perhaps someone will bring the dead bird, and maybe we can eat it. And that could be our dinner. Alright, you're good. How's this going? This is getting there. I'm actually going to lower the priority on this dig job because I want this to be done first. Zoom back out here. I think we're fine in terms of food, although I'm not really monitoring it probably as well as I should be. What's this? This is peat. Which is soil. Alright, well, I don't know if we actually need soil. You might need it for the farm. Yep, plants growing. Excellent. Alrighty. Well, things seem to be going okay. Do we have anybody doing this work here? Who is that? Mining. Dwarf. Yeah, we still have these, like, limestone. Did we run out of room in our limestone area? Well, we do have this, the everything stockpile. It's just I don't think we have anybody hauling right now as a full-time job. Teak, what are you doing? Carpentry, which I guess is fine. Big Al, you can't haul, which is a shame. Amadeus, you know what, Amadeus? Go ahead and be our token hauler here for right now, because you don't really have any other jobs at this time. We'll eventually have you do our masonry, but we don't really have that up and running yet, so I'm just going to leave that be and let you sort of haul things around. Go back down here. Yeah, we have a lot of mining jobs to do. Luckily, you are prioritizing this. That's going to be fine. These things, I'm going to go ahead and just lower the priority on them. Because I kind of want this to be done first. You're attacking. Seriously? What are you attacking? And why? I didn't give an order. Where the heck are you? Alright. Alright, you know what? You're done. You killed the crazy bird, so that's great. But we're going to go ahead and take that off. Clear all, attach that, and then can I... No. I still would like to know if... Oh, holy crap, what are these? Where the heck did you guys come from? Monkeys. Okay. Is that who you were attacking? Because that would be kind of bad. Alright, boss apparently is coming back home. You went super far. Holy crap. I'm not sure why you were going around attacking things. I don't know, but hopefully you come back and not die from monkey attacks. Anywho, this is almost finished. I might be able to squeeze in building now. Not furniture, workshops. I want, what do I want? Probably crafters, so we can make some items to help people. Well, that's lovely. All right, can I zoom to location? What are you under attack by? Some sort of dog? Oh, wolf. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Boss, that's not good. Come on. Don't die. Ah, you died. Well, you did. I don't know if you died or if you just passed out. No, you died. All right, poor boss. Well, that's what you get for wandering so far away from the main base. No population growth. To increase your population, you need to assign couples to double beds. Make sure that the bedroom is closed off and has a door to boost happiness. Well. Do we actually have... I think... Is Teak our only male? Can I see that somewhere? Apparently not. Health, your details, items. All right. Relationships, partner. Teases Big Al. Big Al is enraged. Can I, like, assign you to people? Teak. Feeling. No idea what I'm doing here. Alright. Just call that good enough. We already lost someone, unfortunately. Poor boss. Alright, what was I doing before boss died? I was putting down a basic workshop. So let's get a crafter's workshop down here so maybe we can actually make tools that will help us in the future. Sounds like a plan. How many planks do we currently have? I want to go up. Okay, there's our planks. Looks okay. Campfire. Let's get a door. Let's close up these bedrooms if we can. And then perhaps we can build double beds and see if we can get some population going. Alright, so that's our research. We don't actually have any research happening right now, but maybe we want to. We do have... Oh no, we are. We're basic weaponry. We're researching basic weaponry here. Alright, can I figure out how best to do this? Attractiveness. Okay, there's not much I can do there. Equip. Thoughts. Details. Okay. You're going in here. Let's go ahead and build a double bed. Actually remove this thing. Demolish, and then we'll build it sort of in the center there and see what happens. Poor boss. I'm so mad about that. Why were you so far away? Apparently if you set them up to hunt, they like just automatically go for whatever's aggroed, I guess. And he was heading to some monkeys. And then on his way back was attacked by a wolf. Such a shame. Speaking of dead birds. No idea how to take care of this. Although it spoils in 10 days. That's actually a long time. I'm very surprised by that. Can I do that? Can I, like, butcher at a kitchen? Is that a specific job here? Salt worker, animal breeder. So tell me what these things do. Yeah, caring for tamed animals, which we are not. Cooker? Cook food. Required kitchen to build. Item design. Make item. Okay, you know what? Let's, we don't actually have anybody with skill-wise for this. To tell you what, Big Al, you are now a designated cook because you are a farmer as well. What are you doing? All right, you're finishing this out. Okay. Sounds great. You guys are now a couple. So can I see that somewhere? Partner. I mean, I assume that maybe it's just sort of chance because we don't have a double bed, so that can't be it. I don't know. We've got it. We're good. We're going to go ahead and make a double bed, and they're going to, get us some babies and hopefully repopulate this thing before everybody dies, apparently. All right, how are you doing? Let's speed things up. You're good, you're good. I haven't yet built this. Why is that? Teak. Not entirely sure why Teak is taking... Oh, well, that's kind of depressing. Do we have actual graves by any chance? Or is that a research here? Yeah. We should probably go ahead and get some graves going on so that our friend doesn't, like, just rot out here in the stockpile. That's not great. Sorry, guys. Don't look over here. It's fine. No problems. I can put the things in barrels, but we don't actually have barrels yet. Designate animals to hunt. Hunters will try to kill them. As bait a thing, you now have access to dining rooms. Really? Oh, right. We had to do the dining rooms first. Gotcha. All right. Well, that's fine. Basic workshops. I want a masonry thing over here, please. There you go. Teak, what are you taking? Speaking of which, boss would have dropped something. A hatchet. Big Al, I think you're going to take the hatchet. Maybe not. Apparently we didn't actually pick up the hatchet. Alright, well, that's fine, I suppose. Like, are you guys upset by this by any chance? Let's take a look at sulk here. Clearly, if you're sulking, you're not really all that happy. What do we got? Health. Here, moodlets. You're thirsty, is sad that boss died. Okay, so you do get the negative thoughts from that. That's fine. All right, that's been done. Let's go ahead and get a double bed going on here. Put you down. Demolish that. And then can I actually assign... Yeah, we can assign these owners here. So we need this to be like top priority. Has made a breakthrough. You now have access. Okay. Oh, you know what? I'm thinking we actually don't have logs anymore, do we? No, that's why we're not building those things. Alright, well, let's go ahead and set up a harvest option or a harvest tree thing and grab those and see if we can get some more logs down. And things should be a little better. We now have graves. Excellent. What do we need for that? Just one plank. That's it. Well, we can certainly make do with that. Turn this around. Just put you right there, I guess. Alright. Priority, top priority. Let's get boss in the ground, please. Alright, this has been finished. No. Carpentry. Teak is making a plank. Yeah, I don't want you to do that. I want you to actually build. Requires workshops, make items designated, make panel. Alright, we should be hopefully okay. You're making planks, but we don't need any more planks. Alright, you know what? We're going to cancel this order here. Stop. I want to get those workshops up ASAP. Hello, Songsap. How you doing? Unfortunately, we're not doing too well in this game. Alright, we're finally getting this workshop up. Excellent. Masonry under construction. Now that we actually have logs. So we kept using all the logs. Did we get so-and-so in the ground? Doesn't look like it. Cannot find ingredients. Haul for construction job. What? Refined material. Yeah, well, we don't have that just yet. Alright, what are you hauling? Big Al Emerson cannot harvest plant job. Oh my gosh, we're getting all these warnings. Okay. Workers can only walk up or down. That's fine. Sure. You're constructing over there. That's okay. There. Now, let's go ahead and make some orders. We want some 10 planks. One-time order. I think that's what we're waiting on over here. Yeah, we need 4. We need 4 planks. Okay. So he'll make those. He'll make the planks, and then he will build the beds. And then hopefully they start making people, so we actually bounce back a little bit. You fell asleep down. I guess you don't actually have a bed anymore. And you're probably waiting on a plank as well. Yeah, we're going to need some planks. But we have plenty of wood. So, who's doing the plank cutting? I wish it would actually tell me what the construction job is. Oh, it's, yeah, the doors. I mean, yeah, we just don't have the planks for it. So, make them. Wood cutting. Carpentry actually makes planks, right? Build wooden buildings. Not do that, yeah. That's fine. Make plank, yes. So you are doing that. That is fine. And now you're constructing. Alright, so things are happening. It's just taking them a little bit of time to do that. Alright, so you're done. Who's our like couple here? Relationships. Teak and Nawaf? Or no, partner. You're all partners. Laughs and concerned that Noah drank too much and is remaining drunk. So Amateus is Nawaf's partner. Teak and Big Al are partners. Except Amateus doesn't have any relationships listed. I'm confused. Nawaf, you are... Okay, let's just do Nawaf and Amateus and see what happens here. Nawaf and Amateus. Stop following people. While out collecting resources, Amateus spotted another survivor in need. Rescue them. Please. You're swimming. Ah, right there. Taisha. Do we want to actually go after this wolf? And what looks like bugs. We might just leave them out there. I don't know. I'm not feeling it after our last encounter with the wolf. It did not pan out very well. Can I actually make weapons now? Make item. Crafter. Hatchet, pick, club, hoe. Simple but better than bare hands. Requires axe blade. Requires axe blade. Greatly increases. You know what? Let's make one. Requires a wooden stick. Requires a workshop. All right. Well, let's do that. Carpentry. We need 2 sticks. One-time order. Yeah, you're almost finished with the planks. And Naisha, we're kind of lost here. Now, can I, like, get you to actually go rescue someone? Is that possible? Researchers. No. And if I hold on to you, like, if I click on you, I can't really tell you to do anything. I'm not sure how we actually go about rescuing this person. Taisha has died in battle. Really? Oh, yeah, we don't want to see that. Actually, what is this? Toggle life events, toggle combat. Okay. Well, that's a shame. Sorry, Taisha. I would have rescued you. But unfortunately, it was not to be. We don't have the weapons for it. Maybe soon we'll have some clubs and we'll be able to do something about that. But for right now, we're good. All right, you guys are doing that. Our food supply is dwindling big time. Are you actually doing something here? What the heck are you doing? You're sleeping, hauling. Are we actually making meals, by the way? Cook. Simple meal. Go ahead and do 10 and just maintain that stock and see if we can do anything. Uh-oh. Big Al is under attack. How the heck did you get out here? Like, seriously, what were you doing out here, Big Al? Oh my gosh. Big Al's gonna die now. Well, this game might very well end with everyone dead. What is going on here? Can you run away? Can I take control of you in any way, shape, or form? Let's see. No, I don't want to do that. I want to go to options, key bindings. Next character, previous character, job priority, citizens, hunt. Nah, not really what I'm looking for. Like, just run away. Big Al, just run away. That's all you got to do. Details. Health. That doesn't help. Equipment. No. Items. No. Okay, well. Sure. We're going to just like... Oh my gosh. Did you... I have a feeling that she went out to pick up the body of so-and-so. Oh well. Goodbye, Big Al. It was nice while it lasted. Then there were 3. Shoot. That was quite bad, actually. Did we ever build the grave? No. Oh, Big Al's gone. What are we down to? We got Teak, Amateus, and Nawaf. Oh my gosh. This is quite awful. Still feel like I'm like under interrogation here with this light. Oh, there we go. All right. Let's see here. Let's try to at least get something built. If I could get my food situation under control, I think I'll be happy. But man, it's crazy. So we got all this going. That's fine. Jobs, hauling, stockpile, wandering. Okay. Do you not have things to do? Simple meals, orders. So we are making meals by the looks of it. Do we actually have a cook? No, we're not. I think Big Al was our cook. All right, let's put Amadeus up to a 6. Hauling stockpile. Oh my gosh. Stop. Active. No, stop. You guys are going to die. How do I stop you? Jobs. That's what happened. They went out for something. Probably Big Al probably went out to get the new recruit. And then just like got themselves killed. Can I stop you? Are you gonna stop at all? Or are you just gonna keep going? I think you're gonna keep going, aren't you? There's gotta be a way. That's not doing it. Details, items. All right, you're gonna die. Our whole people are they're all gonna die. Still. Items in stock. No. Door, ladder, vase, painting, curtain, windmill, water pump. Nothing really that I see that's useful. Bookmark, bookmark, bookmark. Okay. Harvest plant, harvest tree. Jobs. No, jobs just lets me set up the order. Zoom to next alert, back quote. Next character equals increased priority. Yeah, I don't, from what I can tell, I'm going to have to look this up because I don't think, unless I'm missing something, I don't know how to stop them. Stop! You're running into your death! Oh my gosh. What can we do? What can we do? Yeah, look, you're like running all the way over here. Who are you going to get? What the heck? It's a corpse. You're over there. You're hauling. You're hauling. All right. Well, that's Nawaf. I think you're going to be the last person alive out of this group of misfits here. Factions, nothing there. Relationships, make item. Yeah, there's nothing I can do. You're just going to go and just start hitting buttons, and maybe I'll actually get somewhere where it's actually going to stop them. But I don't think so. Bed, chair, table, torch, sculpture, bookshelf, wood shop, loom, kitchen, still not sure what. I guess that's... See, these are like, if you're in the menu and you pick these buttons, they're going to bring those up. But that's not what I want. Item orders. Yeah, that's not... It's not anything. Yeah, I don't see an actual reset button. Yeah, we're going to just have to... I'm going to have to look that up in between, once this is over. Because, good lord. That is not great. Because we're going to lose both these people, most likely. Because I think... Yeah, you're going to run right... You're going to run right into these monkeys and these bees. Alright, that's fine. View level. There we go. Right in there, he's gonna die. And Amadeus, or Teak, you're gonna go in there as well and apparently fall asleep. And get killed. And then there was one. Well, we have so certainly just stagnated ourselves. Did we ever build a... did we ever make any weapons by any chance? That's a mediocre bedroom. Now, because I have the hauling job deactivated, Nawaf should not get up and start going over there to haul. But yeah, we don't actually have any of the items anymore. This is hunting right here. New squad. Oh. Okay. Alert squad. Does that do anything? Did that stop Nawaf? Apparently not. Add member. I think we figured it out. Hey, G33 Gaming. Welcome. Did we figure it out? Can I alert you now? Squad will move to positions and engage nearby enemies when this is toggled. If not, they will continue to do their normal alert. I think you're doing something? Ah! Haha! There we go! It only took me 4 people dying to actually figure it out. But hey! We've got it! I could have saved those 2 if I had known this. Alright, well, we now actually have a squad here. And I can actually control them. Look at that! So if I undo the bell, now you're going to go back to doing your job. All right. I'm so happy. I wish that we didn't have to lose our entire colony, but hey, this is how you learn and you move on. All right, let's go back down here. I think we just restart at this point. I mean, this Nawaf is not, we're just going to die out anyway, unless the game actually gives you colonists like RimWorld does. I don't think we're going to be able to salvage this. But yeah, so what does this do? Squad will retrieve gear assigned to them. Okay, well that's fine. You're alerted. You're going to run over there. Okay, so I'm basically setting up their defensive stance, I assume. Now, if I reset your permission here, so you are planting right now, but if I queue up a digging job, would you go do that? Just out of curiosity. Military, go. Wander. Take item. Eat. No, you're going to plant crop. All right, let's see. Yes, Kenny, it is. It's coming out on early access on Steam tomorrow. Yep. So I want to actually get you... Maybe I was wrong with these priorities. Okay, go to your resting spot and then deactivate. Now, does that reset your actual job stuff? No, it doesn't. Hey, thanks 33K for dropping the like. That is much appreciated. Nawaf, you just stepped over. Why have we not built this over here? I don't know. Something seems to be a little off with some of these. Why aren't you mining first before you go over here? Which is kind of confusing to me. Now, what are you going to do after you finish this? All right, let's drop you down completely and go to alert. And then take alert off. Now what are you going to do? You're going to wander. Still wandering. Do they just not have the ability to do that? I did set this thing up properly, right? Let's go back down here and just sort of like, see, we have all of this. Do you actually need a pick to mine? No, you don't, because they can dig by their using their arms and hands and so on and so forth. Still waiting for you to actually do it. You're sulking. You're miner, crafter, researcher. Okay, what if we set this up to be like a research? Can I actually get research going then? Let's get barrels. Go. All right, you're going to research. Why don't you want to mine? I don't think you need the axe to mine. All right, let me do that. Go to your battle ready spot and then reset. You're going to research. All right. If we go to a 5 there and reset you this way, will you change what you're doing and go plant? Yes. Okay. So that does reset their job list. For some reason, they're just not mining. And it could be, I don't know. We have mining jobs. Priority-wise, like if I go back down below and I take a look over here, I guess the mining, maybe it's because these things are set up to be low priority. If I would do critical, would you change your tune now? Let's put you at a 3 as well. And then we are going to once again recruit and unrecruit. Now what are you doing? You're going to sleep. All right, well, I think that is working as intended. Yeah, we're running out of food. Can you actually cook? You can. All right, let's speed through the napping. I'm still trying to figure out what the deal is. Oh, you're running up. Okay, now what are you doing? You're making meal samples. All right, well, that's good. So that is, I mean, the higher the number, the more priority it has, which is, you know, what I thought initially. But what are you going to do now? Now you're mining. Okay, so that is what happened. Because I had these things at a very low priority, she wasn't mining. All right. See, I was under the impression that this priority was, you know, if they're, you know, was meant for prioritizing mining jobs. But they would still mine even, you know, they'd still mine this even at low priority if their top priority in their job was actually a miner. But apparently not. It does take into consideration this priority bar, which is very good to know, actually. Shoot. All right. Well, that is good. I'm very happy about that. I'm less happy about losing 4 people till we figured out how to actually reset their jobs. Losing what, I guess, well, we lost 1 to a random hunting job. I think they went out to pick up something. What, I'm not sure. And then they got into it with a wolf, which apparently wolves are very dangerous. So be on the lookout for that if you're going to play this game tomorrow. Don't go after any wolf without any, you know, protection, I guess. And then the other two went out to pick up the body of that person and got in the same group of mobs, and that was not great. But luckily, we did get a nice little hovel going, and I hopefully next time we'll be able to get a little bit better here. And I kind of, you know what? Let's go ahead and do that. We are going to just. Do I want to even save it? Sure, why not? Save game. And we are going to go back to the main menu. New game. Let's go back over here. And you know what? That's fine. We're just going to go in and next. I'm going to leave the default group here because I feel like I did it. And I think this is what that means. So these are already a couple. I don't actually have to do anything about that. So I think we're going to be okay just to embark with these guys. And that's it. But yes, oh my gosh. A little bit more rough than I was expecting. Because we beat that bird so easily, I have to say. Like, I was expecting the bird to, like, suddenly, like, be very difficult. And when it wasn't, I was like, oh, okay, well, maybe we're a bit better at combat. But apparently birds are just so weak. But then again, you know, I think it was just one wolf that killed one of our people, the first person. But yeah. All right, so we're all stranded. Here we go. Let's take a look at our new digs here. We got some water over here. Unfortunately, I think that's the closest bit of water that we can see. First things first. Oh my gosh, there's flies over here. A spider there. Ugh. We might be staying right where we're at. And as far as like what happens with the water, I don't know. I don't know if they can drink this. It's not listed as fresh water. My guess is maybe they can. And it just highlights the fresh water that's like pocketed. But yeah, I'm not going over there. Nuts to that. This is a really poor area, to be perfectly honest. But let's go ahead and set up shop anyway, and we'll figure out if, you know, that is a thing. All right. Terrence, Krista, Brittany, you guys. All right. So we are going to right away, new squad, and we're going to just add everybody. Just so I can actually, like, reset people. You're going to be passive, at least for now. Okay. Let's go up a little bit. Set our view here. So Control 1. Set that up so that I can reset things. All right, good. Let's go ahead and get a stockpile moving and go in here. Prepared food and drink. Let's go with something like this. This is a kind of a nice little defensive area. Actually, I kind of like that. Walls. Nah, we don't really want walls. Oops. No, I don't want that at all. All right, give me everything. And do something like that. I'm going to keep monitoring these people. I want to see if they actually drink. If they actually drink over here. Like the actual seawater. And it is rainy now. I wonder if you can capture the rain any way, shape, or form. Let's get some harvesting trees going on. Let's knock those down. Jobs. Woodcutter. Terrence. Let's give you the shoddy pick. Wait, no. Who has the axe? We probably don't have it put into a stockpile yet. Who's my miner? I guess Krista's gonna be the miner. Shoddy pick, there we go. And Terrence, you're gonna chop the tree with a hatchet. Alright, so hopefully they'll be able to drink. Let me see, do we have details on health, pain, no moodlets right now. Alright, well, we'll deal with it as is. Got a bunch of those. Let's get a basic wood shop. Let's get a carpenter's thing going. You know what? Let's just do that over here. Sure. I'm not going to dig down into the soil just yet. I'm tempted to like build up a wall this way in this time. Research lab, you're going to get put sort of over there. Kitchen, we'll probably put you down at some point. Let's get research. Basic furniture sounds good. Graves, ladder, wood walls. Okay. Yeah, palisade walls. I want to actually go right into there. So I think I can do that. I can't seem to queue. I don't think you can queue anything, but I think it will research the prerequisites there. All right, so you're done. Which someone is going to research, which is fine. Let's make some items. Planks? Make me 10 planks, please. We've made a breakthrough. Probably the basic furniture. Yep. We could dig into this area for bedrooms, and we might actually do that. 2. Give me just 1. I'm gonna drop down there, and then give me 2. The walls are finished. Excellent. Let's drop down a few levels here, and then yeah, we're gonna just put some bedrooms down into the wall or the ground here. And I think that's going to be fine. We're going to do 4x4 yet again. We'll go sort of this way. Wait. Got to make room for things. Maybe 3x3. Seems like we have a little less room than I was hoping here. 3x3. 3x3 there. Go that way, there and there, and probably do another offshoot somewhere over here. Well, I might be able to squeeze there. I think that'll be fine. I'm going to cancel that one, and we'll just sort of plan this out. Something like this. Go there and there. Alright, that should work. We'll let people do their things. We got some planks being made. We'll need some food. Hopefully, we don't have water around, but hopefully we actually have some harvestable plants. What's this thing? Looks kind of dangerous. It's a rabbit! Uh-oh. Alright, let's get some rice. Try to do that. Now, I could get some bedrooms up and running, but... or some beds, I should say, but I'd rather just put those indoors. Unlock this. Masonry. Let's get some basic weapons. After the last thing, I don't want to have to deal with that. What are you doing? Alright. Can I... How much will these walls be? Oh, wait, I actually I have to make the walls, don't I? We can just make sticks and planks. Designate places to build terrain. Replace terrain or remove order with this. Natural rocks, slate, soil. Thought I had built wooden wall. Wooden walls make for more efficient use of raw materials. Palisade walls. How do I actually build those? Stocks. Is that another workshop? For making, yeah, crafter's workshop. Tell you what, you're gonna just make this over here. That's gonna be fine. Alright, we're getting there with these bedrooms. Excellent. Get this down, and I can actually put in double beds. Although, it just dawned on me we're not going to be able to do double beds. We're going to need more. We're going to need more than this much space. So what I think I'll do is just expand this out a little bit like that. And then we'll probably readjust this, move everything up, and just make these things 3x4. Because the double bed, they're going to need to be able to get in. I don't think they can get into both sides from one side. I think they need to have both sides open. So we'll have to adjust that. So once you're done, let's put the furniture down, double bed, and then let's rotate you right there. Research is complete. All right, let's take a look at what we can do now. Crafter. Compacted dirt wall. We can make a spear. Spear, an easy weapon to make with a 2-tile range. Requires a spear point made from a stone block or metal ignet. Requires handle made from this and that. Okay. Oh wait, there's wooden walls. Let's I don't know. Nah, we're not gonna make those yet because there's no real reason for right now. I'd rather make like weapons. Requires a wooden stick. Okay, well, let's make a couple sticks, please. Crafter, you're gonna make me 5 clubs or something. Maybe. Eh? Do we just not have a... No, we have crafters. But it's not like... Maybe it won't let you unless you actually have the material for it. That's entirely possible. Nothing. So we do have dirt walls. So yeah, we just don't have the ability to make these yet. Which is quite a shame. Banana stick. What do you need for this? Just simple but better than bare hands. Requires a wooden stick. Requires a workshop. Okay. Just do one. There we go. Okay. So yeah, you actually have to have what you're looking to make here. All right. That's good to know. Hey, Kenny. Thanks very much. Awesome. Thank you very much. I'm glad you're enjoying it. Let's see here. What are you doing? We're putting that down. Excuse me. All right. So we got the bed down. Can I actually put down... Yeah, Brittany... Who's your significant other? I'm just curious. Who is your significant other here? Can I get stats on that? Details, health, relationships. Come on, show me. Partner is Terrence. Alright, so let's assign Brittany and Terrence to this bed and see if, you know, we can potentially get any kids. There we go. Go. All right. Furniture. We have other people, correct? Like that are like with people. Krista. I'm lost with the whole relationship things because they have like multiple partners. Seriously, that seems. I have to be missing something there. But let's go ahead and put down a double bed anyway, because the goal is to have them all like paired up at some point. But we'll see how that goes. All right, how are you doing? You guys are working. That's fine. We got some logs. Did we ever get some seeds? Looks like we did. So let's go ahead and put down a farm here. We want it sort of within our compound because we are going to wall this up probably at some point. So let's just make it back here. I'm going to just do a little bit of this. All right, I want rice. Let's just do rice over here. That's all I want over there. That's going to be fine. And we are going to move all of this a little bit just to free up some space for our double beds. Go there, go there, go there. All right. So we have little hovels and areas here, which is fine. And see what we've got going for us. Plant crop, mining, plant crop, that's okay. Oh, we do need the kitchen. Let's get that up and running ASAP. Where do I want this? I guess just like over here. We'll probably end up putting down walling this up at some point. Moving forward here. Krista. Details. Does it show here who your partner is or your like significant other? Doesn't look like it. Right, tell you what. Let's look at the relationships. Let's look at Krista. Brittany is with Terrence. Terrence is with Brittany. Giovanni. Oh wait, we have 2 Terrences. Ah! How did I miss that? Oh, because I'm not observant. Okay. So, Krista, you're with this Terrence. Okay, can I change that? This is why I need to actually rename these people. I don't think I can in game. I think I actually have to... You have to do that from the start screen. All right, well, that makes sense. Did I pick the right Terrence? Let's see here. Krista Green and Terrence Green. Brittany is with Terrence Donaldson. No bedroom. There we go. All right, and Giovanni is the odd man out. But soon you got your own bachelor pad here, so we're gonna give you this room. Boom. And oh wait, we do need doors. Right, so let's get those set up here. Because it did say that there's only a possibility of like kids if there are doors there, which, you know, makes sense. Especially in this kind of situation. Do I actually have, I can't remember if I set these up or not. Let's put that down, set that up. And then let's go back out to the top ground and set this up. Control 2. Good. All right, so that's great. We've got our crops growing. You're eating. One thing I don't know about is drink. You are drinking. What are you drinking? Oh, this. Ale. Oh, right. You start with ale. We're going to need some water. How do we get water? Since we're so far away from it. I know there are things, what do you call it? Aquifers, or, yeah, aquifers. I know that's a thing. What does a still do? Unlocks the still, prepare drinks for your colony at the still. You know what? That sounds important, so we're going to go ahead and research that as soon as possible. Okay. That's fine. All right, we're good there. I'm actually feeling a lot better about this start here, this game. I don't know why. Probably because we're all alive and not dead. All right, you're up. The doors are up. Excellent. Everybody has their own rooms. Fantastic. We probably don't need these extra rooms, and you know it would behoove us to probably just like cancel those. In terms of stuff, what do we need? Does this show me how many I have? Probably not. Let's go ahead and order that. Crafters. We do have a couple clubs here, I think. Yeah, we got a lot of sticks. Alright, tell you what, do I have, can I like... Okay. Go down. Yeah, we don't need that many. I think I made one. So let's just build 4 out of the sort of the mediocre stuff and the decent stuff. I like that idea. So decent, mediocre, mediocre. And there we go. Order time. One time order. Go. Let's make some sticks and then go out hunting. Yeah, I wish it would show water salty bee. Yeah, oh yeah. There it is. Salty water. Where is the nearest fresh water? It's up here. And yeah, we've got some stuff over here. Although I'm wondering, is this thing underground? Potentially, but apparently I can't see it. All right, let's go back over here. What we might do is get an expedition going to see if we can get access to this water. Got a lot of flies over here. We got to really be careful. Don't want to aggro those. Definitely. Definitely not. But yeah, it's a shame we don't actually have fresh water nearby, because that's probably going to be hurting us a little bit. All right, the still is done. What does that do for us? Can I like get... Materials needed, 6 logs. For brewing drinks, requires a nearby fresh water source. So like, yeah, look at that. Okay. Well, that is something we need to deal with. Just out of curiosity. Can we build that over here? And you actually, what do you take? You need logs, right? Yeah, 6 logs. How many logs do we actually have? That is the question. I thought I built a kitchen too. Did I not actually build that kitchen? No, because we don't have any logs. Right. Harvest trees. Go there. And we'll sort of get that going on. Alright, we'll get those logs up, and I think we're good to go. And oh my gosh, I'm past my time here. Alright, well, we're going to go ahead, I think, and put a pause in here. Learned a lot during the catastrophe as the last bit of our colonists died away. And I think we're off to a better start in this series. Although I will say that, you know, things could be better in terms of our water situation, but I think we'll be able to get something set up over here and just be able to collect it eventually. Now that I think about it, like if we look at our, you know, what we got over here, we have this spider here, but I don't know if we're going to have issues. What I might do is next time we might go and just grab all our people and see if we can like mosey on over here for any, you know, help or anything and see if we can clear out this area. But aside from that, I mean, we don't really have much fresh water. Got a lot of fresh water in the outskirts here, but yeah, we're gonna have to send some expeditions over there to do that. But next time we're gonna have to try to set this thing up. That's gonna be job one, now that we have the stills and so on and so forth. So thanks everyone for coming out for the live stream here. We may do this again tomorrow with the actual release of Embark. And I'm actually quite enjoying the game here. So we might go ahead and live stream a little bit tomorrow where we left off today. If not, I will be continuing this as a let's play as well. So the videos will appear on the channel as well. But for right now, I got to head out. I got to make dinner and all that stuff. So thanks again for coming. Hope you're going to enjoy this series. And if you're new to the channel, welcome. And please consider hitting that subscribe button. Otherwise, as always, we'll see you next time, folks. Bye-bye.